When I think about Disciple Bible Study, for someone who's thinking about participating in it, I have to shift gears a little bit, because the Disciple Bible Study that I was involved in was a 34-week commitment, and it was 2.5 hours a week, and it was a pretty in-depth, demanding block of time and commitment for people. The fast track approach is one that I think connects not only to me but will to a lot of people, which is there will be 12 weeks in Old Testament, 12 weeks in New Testament, be an hour and 15 minutes at a time. And so that's kind of the overview of what's involved in the class itself and the commitment. But beyond the commitment, there will be the opportunity to let the Bible speak to you, to speak to your life, to help you grow in your faith with Christ, and at the same time to have that journey with a group of people that you will grow closer to and bond with. I've seen this happen over and over again, and there's something very powerful about the way people bond together when they're studying the Word of God together. Someone once asked me, how could I do a Bible study like this with life being so busy? And my response is kind of twofold. One is, I think that Disciple Fast Track is addressing the demands of life, particularly for young people in the world today, and is making that Bible study accessible because the commitment has been designed for that purpose. But the other thing is, I'm aware that whenever something's important to someone, somehow they find a way to make it work in their life. So you put those two together. I think this is an opportunity for people who would value Bible study, would benefit from Bible study, and maybe haven't been able to in the past, to now be able to do that. If I were to give advice to someone who were interested but haven't been made the decision to participate, it would be pray about it. Pray deeply about it, because as you pray about it, then pathways will be open to you that you may not see right now, and also you will see this as a spiritual journey rather than just another something that you're asked to do. One of the things I see about Disciple Bible Study that's important is it's another way to fit in with what we Methodists emphasize as lifelong learning and as growth in faith. Let me share a story, a personal story. When I began seminary back in the olden days, in the orientation week of seminary, the emphasis that came to us over and over again was on continuing education. That is to say, what were you going to do entering into lifelong learning as a student, and what will you do now that's going to equip you for that journey? I found that to be very, very valuable for me in my own life, of always being ready to seek and discern the next place that would challenge me to grow. An important component of that has been the study of the Bible. As a preacher, I had the privilege of studying it every week to prepare for sermons, but I never found the kind of depth experience and exposure that I was able to get by studying with other people in small groups over a period of time, and to wrestle together with the deeper questions of life. So lifelong learning for me is something I hope could be encouraged for others. And that's what it means to grow in faith and to grow in discipleship. My name is Richard Burnham. 20 years ago this summer, I moved here as pastor of this church. And now I'm in a new role in the congregation, which is focusing on developing discipleship among adults.